you have AI, you have quantum computing, and you have two extremes of where you're just going down the path you are now, where AI is learning based on kind of the path, versus you have AI learning more based on empathy. I mean, what are the worst and best? I mean, what does that look like?
I'm hedging my bets. I'm building a farm. But yeah, no, I'm joking. I think I'm an optimist. I believe there are a lot of good people working on this. I think Silicon Valley has kind of lost its way. You know, I kind of left the Valley in 2017 to focus on the entrepreneurs that I just want to work with myself. The model around profit seeking, the model around control, much like what Hanju said, the laws and the regulations that protect the data silos, that's not going to work for us. But there are individuals that are building outside of that, that I have a lot of faith that when we start to design, not for dopamine rewarded loops, but for serotonin and oxytocin, which is what, and for the entrepreneurs out there, again, that's a real big tip, really. If you want to build a product that starts to gather information around how we intrinsically relate to ourselves and our values, you need to focus on the serotonin and oxytocin process in the brain, right? There are entrepreneurs building along those lines. And if you're able to build along the serotonin and oxytocin mechanisms in the brain, you will naturally find yourself building business models that don't rely on paid advocacy. And you're going to create products that users, and I know there's going to be always a set of users that are just going to be following what we call water cooler content, right? What everybody else is consuming. But every time we launch a consumer product, we always talk about who are the first, which is the first demographic, the lead demographic that we focus on, because those are the ones that everyone else is aspirational towards. There are a group of users always out there that are looking for products that make them feel differently from everything else out there. And right now, that group of users are looking for products that make them feel good when they use it. You look at the fact that Apple has to build in these warning systems when you're using social media too much. Users are aware that it's not good for them. It's just that they are getting so addicted they can't help it. And that path that you talk about, going down that path, is going to get to the point where machine learning algorithms are so good at making you continue that dopamine loop, you have zero control over it. But on the other side, there are going to be entrepreneurs that build products that are going to focus on the serotonin, oxytocin generation within the mind, where people use the product and feel good about themselves, because that actually triggers inspiration, that triggers creativity, that triggers hope, that triggers connection.